In this video, I'm going to talk about the importance of an approach. So what do I mean when I say approach? Before you step into the box, you should be focused on one specific location. You want to go into the box prepared, so if you step into the box and you're thinking, okay, I have no idea what she's going to throw, I have no idea what I'm going to swing at, you're not going to be consistent. You're going to get hits here and there, but if you can hone in on a specific location or a specific pitch depending on the pitcher, you'll find that you're going to become a lot more consistent. So let's talk approach, and I like to hone in more on location rather than pitch because every pitcher is so different. 5 balls can fit across the plate. The ball closest to me, this is 1, that's inside. Next one is 2, that's middle in. 3, down the middle. 4, middle out. 5, outside. Now everyone's gonna have a different approach, and I'm gonna go over the approach that worked for me. So when I'm on the right side, if I had to choose between an inside pitch and an outside pitch, I'm choosing inside pitch. When I step into the box with a 0-0 count, I'm gonna be swinging at balls at crossover 2 and crossover 3. Everyone should be swinging at 3 because that ball's down the middle. But I am choosing 2 and 3, and I am actually letting 1 go because I feel that's 2 inside for a 0-0 pitch, and I'm also letting 4 and 5 go because this is middle outside and that's outside. 0-0, I'm being very selective. 2-0 count, so 2 balls, no strikes. My approach is staying the same. I'm still looking for 2 and I'm looking for 3. And you need to remember with a 2-0 count, pitchers are probably gonna try and pitch a strike next pitch. Pitchers don't wanna go 3-0, so they're gonna try and pitch you a ball over the plate. Still be selective here because you wanna make that pitcher work. 3-0 count, I'm now not swinging at 2 and I'm only gonna swing at 3 because with a 3-0 count, this pitch needs to be pretty. Another reason we wanna hone in on location is because our timing is gonna be different. Because for an inside pitch, we need to catch this ball out front in order to get solid contact. For an outside pitch, this ball should be traveling a little bit deeper in order to get solid contact. So if I'm going into the box and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna swing at anything, our timing's probably not gonna be on. But if you can go in and think, okay, I'm focused on inside, you're not gonna be fooled or you're not gonna be jammed when that ball's coming inside. Now let's say on a 0-0 count, ball comes in, it goes over 5, that's a strike. That's fine, I still have 2 strikes to work with. I'm not swinging at 5 because I wasn't looking for that. My timing is different for outside than it is for inside. Remember, just because you get 1 strike doesn't mean you should panic and forget your approach. So now that I have 1 strike, I'm gonna expand just a little bit. So what I'm gonna be focused on now, let's say no balls, 1 strike, is I'm gonna be looking now for 1, 2, 3, and maybe 4. It depends on the game, it depends on the pitcher. Let's say this pitcher is always pitching out. I might expand just a little bit more because she's very consistent outside. If not, if she's kind of all over the place, I might just stay 1, 2, 3. Because even though I have 1 strike, I still have 2 more to work with, and I don't want to make this easy for the pitcher. I want her to work. Now let's say with the 0-1 count, ball is right on the corner at this 5, I'm letting it go, which means now I have 2 strikes, so no balls, 2 strikes. Which we all know with 2 strikes, we have to protect the plate. So now I have to go 1 through 5, and depending on the umpire, you might need to put another ball on each side, so you'll have 7, and you've got to protect just a little bit off that plate. And another tip to remember, when a pitcher is up, no balls, 2 strikes, they're gonna do their best to pitch you off the plate because they want you to chase. They don't want you getting a solid hit. So you have to have that in your head, no balls, 2 strikes, it's probably not gonna be over the plate and they're gonna make you chase. Another part of my approach when I step into the box on a 0-0 count, I'm looking for speed. So if a changeup comes in, I'm gonna let it go unless I'm prepared for it and I already know this pitcher pitches a ton of changeups first pitch, then I might sit back and be ready to go. But I am looking speed, and when a changeup comes in, I feel I might be over my front side just a little bit and I'm not gonna be getting a solid hit like I want to. And like I've already said, your approach might change depending on the pitcher. So let's say you have a pitcher who's throwing every other pitch is a changeup. You might change your approach. Let's say if you have a strike and you might know, okay, a changeup's coming in, you're gonna change your approach now, like, okay, I gotta sit a little bit longer in order to hit it. Or you might have a pitcher who's consistently throwing you curve, curve, curve. So they're pitching you away every time, and you know that. You might change your approach to more outside. Yes, I'm stronger on an inside pitch, but I still have a good swing on an outside pitch because that's how I train. I train inside and I train outside. I'm stronger inside, but because she's throwing away, I might change my approach because she might throw me a great pitch right over 4. My timing's gonna be on and I can smack the ball. So So instead of going into the box and just swinging at anything, going with an approach. It's just like taking a test. You study before the test so you're prepared. You don't just get to the test and be like, oh, I'm just gonna wing it and we'll see what it is. When we do that, we don't get good grades. So go in with an approach, make the picture work, and I promise you'll be more successful.